Alright guys, so I normally don't do voiceovers, but I thought that these 4 sketches really deserved it. I wanted to share with you guys one of the big struggles I had for these last 4 days and try to give some advice about possibly how to avoid it. So to get started with, my issue started when I began posting to Instagram and then clicking on the hashtags and looking through all the beautiful and wonderful art that everyone else was producing. And while I think it's such a great benefit to have this and to share our ideas and thoughts and what we take on certain prompts, I ended up finding myself comparing. And one of the reasons I think this may be is because we had these prompts. And what's so interesting when we narrow it down to a certain prompt is when I look at what other people do, I end up comparing what I thought and what I did for my idea and comparing it to that artist's thoughts and ideas and talents and skills. And from a very first Inktober, I feel like I shouldn't have been worrying about that at all. However, of course, things like this do get the better of us. And I just wanted to discuss this because I know that there are so many other people out there who would start this hurdle, this challenge of Inktober, and kind of go down the same route as me, start out very hopeful, very idea-driven and creatively driven and challenge-driven, and then start to compare yourselves to these other artists who have more experience than us, or they may just have a different take on it or different supplies, certain things like that not necessarily leave you at a disadvantage, but make you feel like your own art is not good enough. And I can't stress this enough, not only to myself, but also to you guys, that Inktober is supposed to be fun, challenging, no doubt, but definitely fun, and not something that should be as stressful as I made it out to be. If you follow me on Instagram, then you'll see that I didn't post for each day. I ended up procrastinating and overthinking and not posting because I was so afraid that people would look at mine and somehow look at someone else's and, it just say that person's is better than mine. And art is definitely in the eye of the beholder. So I don't think we should be too critical of ourselves, especially if it's your first Inktober like me. I don't think we should be stressing too much about how it looks in the end, because this is just supposed to help us form great art habits. So coming up with these sketches a day, using a prompt, and then working on what you think that prompt means and producing something uniquely yours and improving upon that every single day, learning new skills within that medium that you're using and then turning it into your own art and take on it. And I just wanted to share that because I just know someone else out there is thinking the same thing I'm thinking and doing the same thing I'm doing and just kind of berating yourself for producing something that you may think is subpar. But I think we need to keep going and really working on this Inktober and really getting everything done, but having fun with it and not comparing ourselves to others like I did, and not falling into that pitfall not falling into that pit of creative despair that you're not good enough, because you are, and this is all about getting better anyway. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'd really love to hear your takes on all of this as well. be sure to leave me some comments below. And thank you so much for watching my video. Have a lovely evening, morning, or afternoon.